Hey guys, welcome back. It's really not much to update. I don't know why I decided to do two a day. It might go to less, but we'll see. I actually enjoyed doing this just a little bit. It's nice to get my thoughts in order. I had communications class this morning. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm bad at that. Um, no, I'm not that bad. Doing pretty good in that class. Got 100 on my first quiz. Got a 94 on my first psychology test. Uh, got another one on next Tuesday for psychology. Every Tuesday I'll have a test in psychology. I think we have I don't know, we have a ton of tests. But then I wound up going to therapy, which turns out was supposed to be for tomorrow at 3, not today at 3. My bad. Luckily, my therapist had free time today. It just gives him tomorrow he's got an hour free tomorrow now. I got super lucky. My therapist is fantastic. Really, delves in, finds the way that your brain works and then lets you work through your issues while talking to him. It's great. I love my therapist. Yeah. I don't think I've talked about how I wound up in my van. Um, I know I mentioned that I left my ex-fiance back in Missouri. Um, we were toxic for each other, like straight up. Just wasn't a good relationship. Wound up leaving him in March of 2018. And by May of 2018, I was out here in Arizona. Uh, I wasn't homeless then. I wasn't living in my van. I stayed in a hotel for a couple weeks and then found someone who let me move in because I already had a job. Everything was fine. So I moved in with her. My depression and anxiety, everything just got out of hand. I started losing jobs left and right. Couldn't stay at anyone. Couldn't sleep. And keep in mind, I was borderline alcoholic when I left my ex-fiance. I don't know how many of you that are my friends and family knew that, but I was drinking a very large bottle of wine almost every night. One of the reasons I decided to leave. But it started getting to that point while I was living with my landlord. She just rented me a room in her house. She was very overbearing, had kind of like a pseudo mom syndrome, I think. I gotta say, she let me stay for months and months, and I wasn't ever able to make the full amount of rent. So that was good on her. I would have kicked myself out, but I was just still slowly going down in a spiral. Wound up, my mom and sister brought me out a truck last year, my grandpa's old truck. They left, and within a month, the truck completely broke down. The radiator fan came straight off and started cutting through everything, like even new parts that we had just put on. So I called my mom that night and I was like, I need out and I need help. They sent me money for a Greyhound ticket and I went back to my mom's from December of 2018 to May of 2019. Bought myself a van, ripped out the back two seats, and put myself together a little setup. That'll be a video that should be up by next Wednesday. But then I moved out here, and it was only supposed to be for a couple of weeks. I had some money saved up. I had a job lined up. Everything was fine. Everything was settled. But then I really don't have an excuse. I just stopped. I couldn't do it. There was a fight at work. They blamed me for it because I gave one of the women a hug because she was upset and she was always super nice to me. So I gave her a hug and everyone said that I escalated it. Don't know how, but okay. So I lost that job. And I didn't get another job. Not really. I have maybe held jobs for at the most a month. I just couldn't do it. And then it's Arizona. It's the desert in summer, living in a van. My depression was at probably an all-time high. I gave up my puppy for adoption because it wasn't fair to him to be living like that. And finally, it just reached a point. My best friend, I'll be staying at their house tonight. He was like, you need help. You need to go get help because I'm here for you, but I'm not a doctor. So he pushed me to do that, and I've been getting better. I've been on medicine since. I go to therapy. I have a group that I go to most Fridays. Haven't gone for the past 3 weeks, but I'm going this Friday because I got a text they miss me. It took a little time to figure out what dosage I need, but I think we're at the right one now because I'm feeling fantastic. I've been talking about making this channel for, I don't know, 6 months, and I finally did it. It's rough. I see all these videos of people who remodeled vans into these gorgeous mobile homes. I don't have that. I didn't do that. Going to sleep at night and hearing gunshots isn't the most relaxing, but I'm getting better slowly. It's been rough, but I'm getting there. I really don't know what else to say. That was a bit much. Sorry. No, things are getting better. I have a job that I've been at since November, and they're working around my school schedule. They know that I live in my van. They know I'm in therapy. They know my issues. I walk in some mornings when I have to open on Saturdays and start taking my medication there in the office because I woke up early. I don't have time to take it before work. Or I just forget until I get to work. But I've got that going for me. School, 18 credit hours, finally going back to school like I always wanted to. And my teachers are amazing. They're all super supportive. I've had probably 3 of them tell me they're proud of me for getting help and getting back in school. Can't tell you how much I've missed being in school. As weird as that is, I always liked being in college. I met some of the coolest people there. Some of them are probably watching now. I don't know if my phone is saving this still. I got a notification saying camera not on. We'll see. But it's almost 10 minutes long, so I think we'll call this one here.